Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday. So the weekend's almost over with us. I'm still getting over this flu, cold, whatever I got. Still have a little bit of runny nose, so if I sniffle during the video, I do apologize for that. We are going to take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, see what's going on in the markets right now as of, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock right now. And we're also going to take a look at some stories. Bitcoin rally over, things to watch out in February. We'll take a look. Some are saying the rally's over. Some are saying that this is just a little dip that we're going to have. We'll take a look at all that. I think we're not done yet going up higher. We may have a little bit of drop down, but we'll also take a look at the Bitcoin miners versus Bitcoin this week. Miners, again, are beating Bitcoin in percentage gains for the week. We'll take a look at all that, what's going on there, and we'll call it a day. Should be an easy day. So as always, you guys know the drill here. Not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. I'm investing in following coins and companies for full disclosure. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So let's take a look at Bitcoin right now, see what's going on there. Bitcoin right now is at 22,986. It's down a little bit here on the day. It's down approximately 1.46% down right now. Ethereum is down 1.92% to 1,634. Bitcoin, the RSI has been coming down, which is kind of good to see. We are having a little bit of a relief happening in Bitcoin going up in price. So I think this is actually kind of good. We needed a little bit of a pullback. And we're at 68 here. Last time we were at this range on the RSI. If you go far enough back, we were back here. Price at that point was at 21,300, something like that. So this is kind of our line to watch out for to see if we'll fall this low. If we do fall this low, I would expect the RSI to come down to maybe around the 30-20 range. Well, right around the 30 to 40 range, I would expect it if it fell that much, if not below the 30 mark on the RSI on that one. On the 4-hour chart, we can see here that the RSI has come down to almost the 30 mark. It bottomed at 33. We are now at 38. Last time we were close to this range was right around here. Bitcoin at that time was actually still lower on the price. If we zoom in on it, you can see Bitcoin was over here at 22,778 roughly, and we are higher than that right now. So we're still looking kind of good there. If you look at the 1-hour chart as well, you can see that the RSI did bottom out here within the last couple hours, about 5-6 hours, at 18. So way oversold in that territory. Last time we were at that low on the 1-hour chart was quite a ways ago. Let's see if we can find anything that's that far low. It's been a while. The closer we get to is probably back here, back in December 27th. At that point, Bitcoin was at 16,000. So we're looking pretty good on that RSI on that one too. Right now it is at 36. Last time we were back here, price at that point was also lower at approximately 22,800. So we are still above that. So we are still looking kind of good. I think we're just going to have a little bit of a pullback on it going into this week possibly. And then especially once we get closer to the CPI data coming out, I think the 14th it's coming out in February. So not for another week. A week from, when is that going to be? A week from Tuesday, I believe. We'll get the CPI data. So, but we'll cover all that. Ethereum, if we look at it, let's take a look at the daily chart here on it. We can see here that it is at right now 1,635. It is down 1.88% on the RSI. It is at 59. Last time we were back here was right around here. We were actually lower on it. So it is going up a little bit here. And on the 4-hour chart, we can see here that it came down to a low of 40. It is now at 46. Last time we were back here, price at that point was lower. So that's a good sign there as well. 1-hour chart, it bottomed out at 22 here. It is now at 41. Last time we were back here, you can kind of see there was maybe, touched it. Let's see here. It touched it probably back here. So that was at 1,571. So we're still up higher on it as well. So I'm not too concerned right now, at least. Okay. So let's take a look at the network hash rate really quick, see what's going on there with it. And right now on the 7-day average, it has come down to 275 million. I think that's the same as it was yesterday. It hasn't changed over yet. And if we look at the 1-day average, it has also come up a little bit here to 266 million right now. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. So our first story here is on Bitcoin. So let's take a look at that one. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and select altcoins set to resume rally despite February slump. Here's the main takeaways from it here. So after the impressive rally in January, Bitcoin seems to be taking a breather in February. This is a positive sign because vertical rallies are rarely sustainable. I've covered this before a couple of weeks ago. I said that going parabolic is not sustainable. and we needed a pullback, and we are having a pullback a little bit later than I would have thought, but we are having one. So a minor dip could shake out the nervous longs and provide an opportunity for the long-term investors to add to their position, which I agree. And then has Bitcoin price bottomed? The opinion remains divided, however, on whether Bitcoin has bottomed out or not. Some analysts expect the rally to reverse direction and nosedive below the November low, while others believe the markets will continue to move up and frustrate the traders who are waiting to buy at lower levels. I tend to agree with this, and the reason I tend to agree with this, a couple of things. One is how far we've already come down from November low. So that was back when Bitcoin was at, 16,000, something like that, 15,500, I believe. And I think that's pretty much going to be the low that we're going to see out of it. There's other things that are pointing to it, but one of the main things that I'm going to show you guys next is from Plan B. So Plan B put out a video, 7 bull signals. He goes into it here. I'm not going to play the video. I'll leave a link in the description for it. But he goes into the 7 things that he believes that we are going to be going into a bull run here. And one of the main reasons is that we're getting closer to the halving event. But there's 7 things that he looks at. One of them is the stock to flow model, which he is famous for. And that is starting to turn green here as far as months away. So we're now about 14 months away from it. And each time we see that, it starts going back up in price. We saw it here. We saw it back here in 2015. We saw it in 2018. Started to go back up. And we saw it back here also in 2011, 2012, right around here. Next that he points out to is also over here. This is the Bitcoin Relative Strength Index. We're seeing the same thing where the Relative Strength Index has bottomed out here. And each time it does that and we start getting closer to the halving event, it starts to go back up along with price. Next one is along with the BTC in profit percentage. So percentage of BTC in profit. We did have a little bit of a dip here where we were almost 50% down. This was back in December, November timeframe, it looks like. And then we also had it just recently here. I think this is more in line with November, December timeframe. We had this prior to that in the summer, I believe. We went up a little bit, we came down, but now we're going back up. We saw this as well in, where was it? Right here. In the 2015, 2016 timeframe where we hit a pretty low, 50%, went up a little bit, came back down, and then we rallied up. So he's pointing to that. Next one is, let's see, what's the next one here? So that was number 3. Number 4 is realized price as well. Let's see if we can get that. This one, I'm going to leave it up to him to explain it because this is a little bit more complicated. But he points out that this is also one of the things that he's looking at. And then realized return is also starting to turn green. And this is where, I believe this is where people are starting to get into the green again instead of being negative on the time frame. I think this is based on, well, I don't know. I can't remember. I watched the video, but I can't remember now. So I'll let you guys watch that. The other one, the 6th on-chain analysis is the, what does he call this? On-chain indicator. I'll let him explain that one as well. So there's that one. And then we also have this one, which is Bitcoin and the S&P 500. You can see S&P 500 has been going up here, and then Bitcoin is starting to go back up as well along with it. So we'll see how that plays out. But those are some of the reasons why I think that we might be going back up. If not, we'll probably have a little bit of a pullback. Guessing maybe go down to 20,000 or something like that, and then we'll continue going up. But that's where I'm thinking of. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that. Next is, let me see, I believe that's everything here. Oh, over here. Let me see, bottom or not. So we covered that. Lower traders, yep. I don't think we're going to see lower lows than we saw in the 15,000 range. Let me see here. CEO Mark Yusko, he expects risk assets to turn bullish if the United States Federal Reserve signals that it will slow down or pause interest rate hikes. Another potential bullish catalyst for the Bitcoin is this block reward halving in 2024, which is true, and we'll get the CPI data coming out in a week and a half. That will be a tell sign, I think. If RSI comes down, we'll be in good shape. If it's flat or if it goes up, then we may have a reversal, but we'll see. I'm leading to believe that we're going to be going down on the RSI. Next is Bitcoin price may retest 20,000 on US CPI amid absence of soft landing from a trader. And in a, let's see here, in a YouTube update on February 5th, Cointelegraph contributor Michael Van D. Pope, founder and CEO of trading firm 8, warned that the tide is due to turn for risk assets. And should should it come down, begin to show itself for BTC USD, potential retest targets lies between 20,000, 21,000. And that's kind of where I agree also. If we look at the chart here, you can see where we have our lines on it. And that is, let's see here, 20,000. Let's go to the daily chart. Yep, right around there. I mean, we're at 21,000 with our support now. 18,000 would be the next support line potentially as well that we have to kind of stop us a little bit, but we'll see. Much depends on the outcome of the consumer price index data for January due February 14th. Should it show that inflation is slowing less than expected or even disrupting that downtrend, the result could benefit the US dollar while taking the wind out of the risky asset rally, which is obviously in Bitcoin right now. So that's going to be a telling sign for us come February 14th, when the CPI data does come out. If it's below 6.5, which I think is what it was last month, that will be a good sign that this rally is going to continue on. Otherwise, we might be coming down a little bit, or at least extending the little bit of a downtrend here until we get some better CPI data, I think. Because if the CPI data comes in worse, well, then the Fed is going to definitely raise interest rates again by maybe 50 basis points. So that's going to take the wind out of our sails a little bit. Okay, so that's it on Bitcoin. I do think that depending on the CPI data, that's a big if it actually is better than it was last month, then we'll continue this rally. If it's worse, then it's going to get a little bit hairy there. But we'll see how it all plays out. Okay, this is going to have a big impact on the miners. If Bitcoin goes up in price, the miners are also going to go up in price, and they're going to go up quite nicely as well. We've already seen this past month. You know, Bitcoin's up 40%, and the miners are up 100%. Some of them are up 400%. Some are up 700%. So let's get into that right now. We'll take a look at that information that we have here on it right now. So here we can see that we're tracking Bitcoin and all the miners that we do have here. And we also have these numbers here, or this chart. The green top part is how far they are up from their 52-week lows. The red one is how far they're down from their 52-week highs. So we can kind of see how everybody stacks up right now. Core Scientific is up huge this past month. They're up 80% so far this past week. They were up higher than that, but they did come down a little bit on Friday. They were down, I think, 30% on Friday, but otherwise it would have been well above 100% up for the week. So they're up 710% so far from their bottom, and they are still 97% away from their 52-week high. So they're still way off from where they should be. And that's basically because they've been in bankruptcy. So that's kind of holding them down a little bit. CleanSpark is only up 101%. They're down 74.8% from their top. HUD8 is up 188% and down 73% from their top. Cypher is up 284%. They're down 62%. They're one of the lowest ones here, other than maybe Bitcoin and a couple other ones as far as being down from their bottom, from their top, sorry. Mawson is up 200%. They're 90.8% away from their top. BitDigital is up 200% from the bottom, 70% from the top. Riot is up 110% from the bottom, down 71% from the top. Hive is up 176% from the bottom, down 68% from the top. DMG is down 163% from the bottom, and they're only 60.7% down from the top. Iris is up 120% from the bottom and 87% away from the top. Bitfarmers is up 192% and 76% from the bottom, or from the top. Sphere is up 77% here, and they're 87% away from their top. Bitcoin, 45% up right now and 52% away from their top. So their top, the top was, in the 52 weeks, probably was around closer to 50,000, I guess. Because last time it peaked at 69,000, that was in 2021 in November. So that's more than 52 weeks. Argo is up 447% already so far from their bottom. They are still 82% away from their top. DigiHost is up 480% from the bottom and 61% away from their top. Marathon is up 127% and 78% from their top. And then TerraWolf is only up 23% so far from their bottom and 95% away from their top. TerraWolf had a pretty bad week. They had to, they're going to be diluting a lot of shares, and the stock tanked on that news. Okay, so that's kind of how things are shaping up right now. And then let's take a look at the performance here for the week, see how everybody's stacked up. So we can see here Bitcoin versus the miners, and let's just go to the chart here. We'll do it this way. Let's see here. There we go. And 1 week. So Bitcoin was actually down 1.77%. I tracked this from Friday to Friday, kind of like the miners for the full week. That's kind of when I track them. And Argo was down 2.96%. DigiHost was down 4.76%. Marathon was down 19.2%. TerraWolf was down 35.24% on the week. Like I said, that's basically because they are going to be diluting quite a bit to pay off some of their debt. And then Core Scientific did the best, 80% up this week. A lot of investors are believing that they're going to be able to pull through the bankruptcy. There's also a lot of institutions that are lending them a lot of money. So that kind of brings a little credence to the fact that they may survive this. Second best was CleanSpark, up 23.16% this week. Hut was up 17%. Cypher was up 16%, along with Mawson. BitDigital was up 12%. Riot was up 11%. Hive was up 10%. DMG was up 5%. Iris was up 2%. Bitfarms was up 2%. And Sphere 3D was up only 1%. So I tried buying Core Scientific when they were still around 8 cents. Couldn't do it on my trading platform, which kind of makes me angry that I wasn't able to do it. We'll see if we get a pullback on them. I still might buy, like $500 worth of them, just to kind of gamble a little bit. But we'll see where it comes down to. Next, let's take a look at the 4-week performance part of it. And Core Scientific is up 281% the most. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's up 13.86%. So the following companies did worse. Riot is only up 13.62%. DMG is up 9%. Bitfarms is up 2%. Sphere is up or down 2.59%. Marathon is down 7.94%. And TerraWolf is down 22%. And then these have done better than Bitcoin. Hive up 20%. Iris up 22%. Cypher up 32%. Argo up 34%, along with BitDigital. CleanSpark up 36%. Hut 8 is up 39%. Mawson is up 42%. DigiHost has been doing fantastically here. It's up 127%. And Core Scientific is up 281% so far. And if we look at the 8 weeks, really quick as well, let's take a look here. Argo came in number 1 here. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's up only 36.8%. Only 2 companies did worse from 8 weeks ago. From Bitcoin, Sphere 3D up only 18%, and TerraWolf up 9%, almost 10%. And then the following companies did better than Bitcoin. Core Scientific up 36%. Iris up 62%. Riot up 80%, along with DMG. Marathon up 82%. CleanSpark up 85%. Mawson up 96%. Hive is up 98%. Bitfarms is up 119%. BitDigital up 133%. Hut 8 is up 138%. Cypher is up 145%. DigiHost is up 250%. And then Argo is up 414%. They were also going through some trouble there for a little while. With cash flow, they sold a facility to, I believe, Galaxy Digital. And that kind of spurred on this price appreciation in their stock going forward from that. So anybody that got in at that time, you guys are doing really well right now. You're pretty much almost at 4x on some of these, 1x on some of these, and 2x on some of these. So that's really good gains here in the last couple weeks, 8 weeks. And then finally, 12 weeks, if we look at that one, we can see here that Bitcoin is only up 35%. So Sphere 3D did worse at 20%, Iris at 18%. Marathon is actually down 5.35% from that time frame. TerraWolf is down 29%. And the following companies did better. Riot at 53%, along with CleanSpark. Mawson was up 54%. BitDigital was up 59%. Cypher was up 65%. Hive was up 67%. DMG was up 68%. Bitfarms was up 69%. Hut 8 was up 78%. Core was up 83%. Argo 140%. And DigiHost 208%. So it's been a pretty good time for a lot of these miners where they have appreciated. They've kind of bottomed out, it seems like, 8 to 12 weeks ago. And you can see it here by the chart. Let's take a look at the chart here from the 52-week highs, up from the highs. Let's do that one by ascending. And that's not what we wanted. Is it? No. From 52-week highs. I think this is what we want. Sort ascending. There we go. So Core Scientific up the most, 710%. DigiHost up 480%. Argo 447%. Cypher up 284%. Mawson's up 200%, along with BitDigital. Bitfarms up 192%. And Hut is up 183%. Hive 176%. DMG 163%. Marathon up 127%. Iris 120%. Riot 110%. CleanSpark is up 101%. Sphere is up 77%. Bitcoin's up 45%. And TerraWolf is up 23%. So if you bought any of those where they pretty much bottomed out at the 52-week lows, you are doing really, really well. So that is it. I thought we'd just kind of go over this. And then looking down here, we can see here that we've had pretty much now almost, I would say 4 for almost 5 weeks of green in the miners and Bitcoin for the most part. Bitcoin was only down this week. Miners were still up, however, even Bitcoin being down. So that's not too bad. We'll take it. Last time, it's been a while since we've had that many weeks in a row. Looks like back here, maybe closer to August, we had a couple weeks where we were in the green. Looks like maybe 3 weeks. 2 weeks prior to that, we had 1 week where we were down quite a bit on a lot of the miners. This was in July. So it's nice to get a little bit of a rally of multiple weeks in the green. Okay? And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And the spreadsheet is going to be available to my Patreon members as always. And they always will get this uploaded before, right after I upload the YouTube video. And that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, or hope you had a wonderful weekend, and hope you guys have a great week ahead. It will be interesting to see where things end up at. I will be buying on any dips that we do see from any of these miners that I'm invested in. I may even pick up some other ones that I've been looking to get into as well now that I don't have to dollar cost average into some of the other miners that I've been buying for the past, what has it been, 12, 13, 14 months now. So it's kind of nice to start getting into the green a little bit here with them all. I hope you guys are doing the same, starting to see green again on your investments. If not, give it a little bit of time. I think they will rebound. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.